Bakit? First, the darling of Philippine entertainment, champion equestrian in the Philippines, Mikey Cojuangco Jaworski is in the house!
Hi, it's so nice to be back with you.
Hello, it's been such a long time.
Yes.
Grabe, Mikey. I hate to say it. 50 years old? Come
Yes.
on. Mukha ka lang 30.
Wow, thanks. That's what my son says pag may kailangan siya.
Talaga, pag may mangungutang sa'yo. Oo, mukha kang 30. Alam mo, I think it's the dimples. Yung dimples niya talaga nakakabata.
Ganun ba yun?
Oo, tingin ko. What's your secret? Hindi ka tumatanda.
Well, mabait na asawa siguro.
Wow, talaga ba?
Secret ba yun? Parang hindi.
Ganun ba yun? Wow, mamaya malalaman natin. Sino ba mas mabait sa kanila? At sino yung mapagtiis? Ayun. Si Micaela Maria Antonia, ang daming pangalan. Mikey de los Reyes Cojuangco. She's the daughter of two prominent people. Ano ba yung mom mo before she became a government official? Beauty queen ba siya?
No, she was never a beauty queen. Pero nagmamodel siya. And then, we couldn't really remember how old she was when she was named one of Harper Bazaar's 100 most beautiful women in the world.
In the world?
Parang 20 years old yata siya at that time, 19, 20, something like that. Pero married na sila that time. So I guess she became known as a socialite. And then, bata pa siya nung nagpakasal sila and she wasn't able to finish college. Later on, after China, my youngest sister was born, she went back to school. Ayun na, nag-college, nag-master's degree, nag-doctorate degree, tsaka parating top of her class. You know, so it's actually, those are accomplishments that not a lot of people really know about.
Especially after how many children?
5.
5?
Yeah.
Wow. 5 kayo? Walang lalaki.
5 girls.
Right? 5 girls. Wow, what an accomplished woman. Imagine hinabol niya lahat yun after 5 kids.
Yes.
Sounds like my mother also. But your mom became governor.
Yes, yes.
Oo, nag-gobernador pa si Tingting Cojuangco.
Yeah, governor of Tarlac, and then later on, she became the president of the Philippine PPSC, Public Safety College.
Ayun.
Yeah.
And the father, of course, is a premier businessman, Peping Cojuangco. Did he ever go into politics?
My dad was a counselor in Paniki, and then he became vice mayor. He was the youngest vice mayor. I don't know kung sa Tarlac lang or Philippines. And then later on, he was a congressman.
Yeah.
He was a
Parang
congressman.
naabutan ko yata yun.
Probably.
Oo,
yeah.
naabutan ko yun. So, wow, how was it? Bata pa lang kayo, yung mga magulang na ninyo, parang ano na, no, puntahan na ng tao. Were you aware growing up na yung mga magulang ninyo were prominent?
Actually, yes. I guess because ang daming bisita parate sa bahay. We have a very long table dun sa dining room namin na sabi namin, kung nakakapagsalita lang yung furniture, ang dami niyang maisisiwalat na mga parts of history, ganon.
Right.
So, I guess we knew.
Table is still there?
It's still there.
Wow,
It's still there.
So what's your role among 5 girls? Ano yan, parati kayo naghihiraman ng damit o nag-aagawan ng damit?
Ako parate yung recipient kasi ako yung hindi mahilig magbihis. So, lahat ng damit ng mga ate namin. Sa akin, syempre muna, because I'm also the eldest of the younger 3. Si Maymay naman is very fashionable and stylish. So, she has her own, you know, she has her own. Ever since bata kami. Kami ni China, kaming parating nakasando, nakashorts, nakapaa.
Wala ka
Ganon,
namang galit sa buhay.
No, actually talaga in-enjoy namin yon. Hindi naman ako mahilig mamili and I don't really feel, siguro kasi sobrang chubby ako nung maliit ako. Kung ano na lang ibigay sa akin, okay na yun.
Wow.
Mas mahilig ako sa, I really like playing outdoor.
Na umaakyat ng puno,
Yung nangungulit.
sumasakay ng bisikleta, nagbabaging. I can't imagine parang kang Tarzan. Talaga ba? Sa hacienda.
You know, there's a specific place doon, tawag namin doon Bahay Kubo. Sa likod noon, may body of water. I don't even know kung natural siya or man-made siya. Pero may malaking puno doon na may lubid. And kaming magkakapatid, the younger ones, and then yung mga kaibigan namin na taga ron, that was one of the places that we would go to rest.
Right.
Tapos maraming puno ng aratilis doon, may mga kainito. Tapos, nagbabaging kami doon. Kung sino yung mahulog, sorry na lang. You know, we had a very happy childhood.
She has lots of empathy. towards everybody. And she gives you her time. If, let's say, you want to consult or confide in her, she'll give me a little piece of advice, or sometimes no advice at all. Because sometimes what a person needs is only an ear to listen, diba? There's not really much to say, but alam mo na to, Abadu forever and ever.
So lahat kayo rin, lumaki rin sa Hacienda Luisita.
My Ate Leah and my Ate Pin actually lived there. And then they studied in Tarlac.
Okay.
But then when martial law was declared, they moved to Manila. And I was born 1974, so martial law na nung time na yon. Hindi na ako nakatira doon or nakapag-aral doon. But we spent a lot of time there, of course.
A lot of time there.
Yeah.
Parang it's you think it will forever stay in the family, Hacienda Luisita?
Well, it's a lot different now from how it was before, but the special places, I guess, where there were a lot of memories, where we spent a lot of time growing up, the spaces that remind us of our unity as a family and the good times that we experienced together, yung mga places na yon will remain intact.
You were close to Chris. Chris Aquino, by the way, ay pinsan ni Mikey. So you were close to her then.
We were closer when medyo a little bit older na.
Older na.
Yeah. Kasi when we used to have family reunions every Friday.
Right.
Tapos siguro ako yung maliit na makulit, and I'd want to play with her and our other cousin, si Rina, kasi sila talaga yung super close. Eh, ayaw nila, so sinusumbong ko sila.
Ay, galit
Rina
sa'yo.
and Chris don't want to play with me. Tapos yung sobrang innocent ka pa, di ba, na parang hindi mo iisipin na, ay, ayoko magsumbong kasi mas magagalit sila sa akin. Hindi, walang ganon. It's more of, magsusumbong ako so that you will play with me.
Wow, okay.
So now, ang biroan is, kasi brat ka nun eh, brat. Sinasabi nila, brat daw ako. So, kayo nga, bully kayo eh.
Ay, talaga.
So,
Wow,
ganon.
bata.
I guess, you know, since madalas kami magkasama, nagiging parang hindi lang magpinsan, parang magkapatid na, yung ganon.
oo.
Yeah.
Naku, tigilan na nga nating kwentuhan ganyan para naalala ko
Actually,
yung mga
masaya
anak ko.
nga siya eh. Masaya
ba yun, not when you're a
It's
mother?
fun to, well, I guess not, but it's fun to look back and...
But you wanna jump out the window? Pag nag-aaway na.
Oh, kasi especially with you, kasi they're exactly the same age. So
And I'm much older. I don't have
the
patience.
patience.
Yes, oo. Kayo masaya. Kami, sumasakit ang ulo. Let's change the topic.
Yung nag-aaway na kids.
So you were aware of the politics. Siyempre, yun yung pamilya mo eh. Part of history ang pamilya ninyo, di ba?
I guess it started out na parang naramdaman ko na the only time I could really be with my parents was kahit nagtatrabaho sila. So I would be around them, I would spend time with them, and hindi ko maiwasan marinig yung mga napag-uusapan nila. So in that sense, I guess, lumawak yung pag-iisip ko about it. And even if I was really young, I knew what was going on. I was already a national athlete when I was 16.
Ah, wow, really? Ang aga naman.
I started riding when I was 10.
10. Your life is so action-packed, ah. Action-packed ang buhay niya kasi, ito na muna. So, pinakilala nila sa'yo ang una mong kabayo. Paano ka naman na-in-love sa pagsasakay sa kabayo? Ganun. Ano ba Tagalog sa pagiging equestrian? Mga ngabayo? Ganun ba yun? Hindi naman kutsero.
Hindi naman. Hindi
diba?
rin naman hinete.
Hindi hinete. Anong tawag dyan sa Tagalog? Okay, so...
Well, actually, my dad, karerista siya. He was a racehorse trainer. Tapos, sinasama niya kami pag nagte-training siya. And actually, sobrang bored na bored kami. Kasi hinihintay namin siya na pinapanood yung tumatakbo yung mga kabayo. Parang ako naisip ko, hindi ito exciting ha. Mas masaya siguro kung nakasakay ka. And at the same time, my cousins, nag-riding lessons sila. My older cousins. So sabi ko, parang okay yan na. Tapos eto na naman ako, yung gusto ko parati akong kasama. Bata pa lang FOMO na. Sabi ko, I want to be with them because they're cool. Gusto ko maging cool din ako. So I was asking my parents, can I ride with them? Ayaw nila. So, kinulit ko sila ng kinulit, mga 2 years. Finally, nung nag-yes na sila, sawa na yung mga pinsan ko. So hindi na nila tinuloy. Ako tinuloy ko.
Okay. So what does it take to be a champion equestrian? Una, hindi ba nakakatakot yan? Malaglag ka, di ba? Hindi ba nakakatakot?
Well, Maybe. Siyempre, may mga times din na alam mo that you're exposing yourself to more risk than other times. Pero siguro pag gusto mong manalo,
What did you do exceptionally that made you a champion?
you just have to work hard. You have to have an attitude of excellence.
Right.
Na everything you do, you have to do it as best as you can. And you have to just, yung tiyaga talaga. There will be good days and bad days, but you have to work through it.
Right.